Alright guys, it's Sir Dokkan coming back at you with another Dokkan Battle video. And today we'll be doing episode 2 of Dokkan Battle Hot Takes. Today's topic is going to be why the Go Bros are overrated at 55% specifically. They get way better with dupes, and I think they're dominant with dupes, but at 55% I do think they are a little overrated. So we're going to take them into the Legendary Goku event, right? And see how they perform. I think they do perform the best in long events, specifically in Infinite History. But we're going to take them into the Legendary Goku event and see how they perform. Now, I'm not going to say that they're bad because they can't defend against UI Goku. They are a tech unit and they will get destroyed by him. But we are going to take them against the rest of the Legendary Goku event and see how they perform. Remember, if you guys like the video, remember to like and subscribe, but let's go ahead and hop into it. So the Go Bros are a weird unit. They're strong, no doubt. They're Dokkan Fest Solar, they have to be good. But I do not think that they're like the best Dokkan Fest exclusive LR at all. Right? So I think I want to run, we'll run this rotation right here. So at the start of turn, they're 80k defense, which is not too impressive for a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR, especially one that does not stack their defense on super attack. But let's see what they do right here. Now that is the main problem I have with this unit, is their defensive ability. They will start hitting very hard, obviously. Like right here, 2.1 at the start of turn, without full key and without a support on rotation is very impressive, right? No doubt in my mind they can't hit hard once they're fully built up, but that is a problem. One, they have to build up, which can be hard for, like shorter events, Easy A or Super Battle Road, right? And that can hurt them. But also, their defensive numbers once fully built up is not that impressive to the point where it would justify building up. The attack numbers are, they definitely are, but the defensive numbers aren't. I'm going to put 17 off right here. Let's get all these orbs. This doesn't really matter. I didn't check the defense, but this one's at, wait, this is the 55% one, okay. I'll check the defense next turn. So that is 2 build up right there, keep that in mind. Each time they attack, they get 10% the stats, okay, so. Alright, so this is the rotation we want. So they're at 96k defense after 2 attacks. And this one is at 69%. That's just not too good to me. .5 there though. And they'll continuously build up. See, their offense is very powerful. It's a very strong offense, but it's not too strong defensively. Okay, so here, look at LR Gohan. LR Gohan supered once, and he's at 115k defense, which is way better than the Go Bros. And they've attacked twice. Right, so I mean, it is important to note that they're not the most crazy defensive unit, right? And I do not like that about this unit. They could be the most, they could be the worst defensive Dokkan Fest LR, if you think about it, right? Incel has high defense if he's full HP. LR Gogeta and LR Vegito, LR Vegito has his counters, and they have high stats, so they get high defense, right? LR Gohan is easily the most defensive one. I don't know. The Super Saiyan 4s are very defensive after they super attack. Way more defensive before the Go Bros are, right? Goku and Vegeta on JP, they are very defensive if you just get them Rainbow Orbs or Orbs in general after they super, so I don't know, it's just like, they seem to be not as defensive as I would like them to be. I didn't check the defense, but this one's at 69%. Now, they're gonna crush this Goku. It's type advantage. They have type advantage. 2.6. There's no way he lifts this at all. Like, he's just gonna die. And I'm not doubting their offense, but I will be doubting their defense. And I'm just gonna put LR Gohan next to them for comparison, right? They're at 97k defense, and they're not fully built up yet, but that's still not impressive. Alright, we have them a 24 key. How much is this? 3 million. And they're not fully built up yet. So you can obviously tell, I mean, if they additional super like this, you can obviously tell that they can do a lot of damage. No one's going to deny that. Right? But I will say that they're not as defensive as they should be, in my opinion. So, how much will this do? He has type disadvantage. 98k, it's not bad at all. I do like to run this team a lot, though. Since you could run the Go Bros as a floater, right? Which is obviously what you're supposed to do with them not being so defensive, right? But you would run a rotation of that 18 and 17, right? Look at their active skill. We won't use it yet, though. Alright. And key can also be an issue on this team. That is another problem I have with the Go Bros, is their key, right? Their link, specifically. Once they start building up, it's not a problem, because they also gain key, and it won't become a problem. But turn 1, they can struggle for key. I don't even think they have a key link. I'll see. And that is a problem for them, especially at the beginning, at turn 1, right? And you can balance it out with support, of course, like movie support Gohan, obviously, but I decided not to bring him. And he makes these units way better, by the way. If you're going to run this team, you definitely want to run them. I should check defense, oh well. But I'll show the key links. I'll show their defensive stat next turn. 3.4 right there. Pretty high. This is going to hurt this Goku a lot. You got type at disadvantage, yeah. And then there's the additional super. They're still building up, by the way. I think they got, like, this guy's got one more turn of building up. It takes them 5 turns to build up fully, right? 5 turns, so 10 turns, right? Which is a very long build up. Like, the fusions have a shorter build up than that. I never thought I'd say that, but they do. Okay. What's their defense? 136k. Now that's okay. That's way better than this physical Vegeta. Remember, physical Vegeta hasn't supered. He hasn't supered, but what? 2 times? So, I mean, he's almost at their defense. Like, that's just, it's kind of sad, if you ask me. Hopefully he won't kill right here. He probably will, though. Wanted to get those orbs. Yeah, he did. Oh, well. Whatever. Alright, so. Alright, the one at 55% is at 125k defense, which is not horrible. And I think they can build up one more time. But, I mean, in Super Battle Road, you're going to get crushed because you can't build up. In Easy A, you're going to get crushed. In Infinite History, you'll still take damage, but you'll just, one-shot everything because they do have a very high attack set. So, and they also massively raise their attack on their active skill. So, they're going to do a bunch of damage, right? But look at LR Gohan, who has the similar passive to him, right? Where he builds up at the start of each turn. Except it's at the start of each turn, right? Instead of on attacking. And he's at 200k defense, and I mean, he can build that up constantly, right? Instead of, well, they can build it up constantly, but they don't have near as much as the growth. And keep in mind that LR Gohan is at 55% right there. But 3.8 right there, without support, is very powerful. Almost 1 million in a normal. And that's, if you can get almost 1 million in a normal, then you know you're hitting hard. That's just how it is. But I believe next turn, the 69% Go Bros will be completely built up. Bardock probably will take some damage here. Yeah, he isn't, so we're gonna die. No, we're good. Alright, let's use their active skill. So this is 136k defense. Use their active skill. Real good active skill. So now their attack is massively raised. I'm going to use a Princess Snake here just in case. So this won't be realistic for their defensive ability. So they're at 144k. I believe their active skill attack does count for their passive, by the way. So keep that one in mind. Look at this Dokkan attack. I do want a little bit of healing. How much will this do? Will it one-shot him? Not quite. There you go. So you definitely do want to prioritize the additionals for this unit. Because if they can additional, then they can build up way quicker. That's what makes them way better with Toots, right? Because if you can get that additional, then you're golden. Alright, let's look. 139k defense. And this 18 is about to get crushed. So, if these supers 18, we might die. Those android units obviously have to be linked up with each other to perform well. 3.8 right there, not bad at all. Oh, see now, okay. Now this is going to hurt. Like maybe 180k. Okay, never mind. They do have type advantage, I forgot. That's why. But if that were like STR UI Goku, dude, they would have taken years more worth of damage. If that was LR Gohan, though, he would have taken nothing from the AGL Blue Goku, not STR UI Goku. That's a lot of damage. Alright. So now I think they are fully built up now. And fully built up, they're at 160k defense. It took them 10 turns to get built up to only 160k defense. That's not impressive to me. Dokkan requires you to have good defense. That's just how it is. And to take 10 turns to build up to only an 160k defense. I said I wasn't going to compare it to UI Goku, but you have to have around 180k defense as a normal unit to not take any damage from his normals, right? To take double digits from his normals. So they're going to be taking damage on his normals too, right? As far as STR or UI Goku, they should be fine though. But if they get super, they're going to get crushed. Like, to wait 10 turns to be fully built up for the bare minimum, right? Against UI Goku is not impressive to me. And where short events are the hardest events, like Super Battle Road, that's not acceptable to me. Let's use their active skill. 139k defense. So they are fully built up. They're fully built up here as well. At 55%, they only had 139k defense. That is just not good. But like I said, their offensive numbers is very, very impressive. No one can deny the Go Bros their offensive ability. So, here's the thing. I would like to test if they got super, but this rotation is horrible defensively. So, I'm going to use a Android 8 so I can heal. But that puts their defense up to 240k with an Android 8 active. So that's not, I mean, that's okay, right? But item active. 4.4. I mean, that's very high. With a chance to additional super. They didn't. A million on normal. There's the additional super. See, that is why you want to go additionals for these guys. But when you hit 1 million on a normal attack, that is very impressive. Not too many units can do that. Maybe Dokkan Vegeta can do that. Jiren can do that. LR Gohan can do that, but not too many units can do that. And that's very impressive if you can. Hopefully 18 can't dodge. 17 is not on rotation with her, never mind. This is going to hurt a lot. 46k, 46k, 46k. Okay. So at 55%. With this is with an Android 8 active, only 200k defense. Alright, so that would be 139k defense. That's not too good. Because even if we get super right here, we'll take damage. How much will this do? Yeah, 191k on a super attack with an Android 8 active. That's just not good. That's you know. But I will say that I wouldn't say I'm using these units correctly, right? I wouldn't say I think these units serve as a good floater, right? They could come on every turn or every other turn, right, and just demolish the enemy's health bar, right? So kind of like the blue fusions, right? You want to leave them in that third slot. It's reversed a little bit. Like the fusions, you want to leave in the third slot so they can dodge or whatever. Right, with the Go Bros, you want to leave them in the first or second slot so they build up, and then once they are built up at the start of the fight, then move them over to that floater spot. That would be how I would use these units effectively. Okay, so on a normal turn right here, they're at 100. They're at 160k. I think I'm just going to end the video now. I feel like I've made my point clear, but let's see. Will they take in? I think they'll be fine from his normals. Yeah, they will be. But if they were to get super, they'd be taking, 300k? So, I mean, like I said, these units are very impressive offensively, but defensively, they are not too good. Oh, yeah, we're dead here. Yeah. But I feel like I made my point clear. So, yeah, guys, if you liked the video, remember to like and subscribe. That was why the Go Bros are unimpressive to me at 55% specifically. And I want, as for some notes, the reason I don't like the unit too much is they only have one key link. Golden Warrior, it's only one key, which is not too good. They are not very impressive defensively. They do have All in the Family. Those, if you can get that link active, they'll defend a little bit better. But they're still not crazy defensive units. And I think they're below average, to be honest. But they do hit really, really hard. Like without equipment, you see how hard this unit is hitting. So if you want like a nuker for the punching bag event or something, maybe you could run these guys. I wouldn't really recommend it though. You'd have to get never mind, because you have to build up. So, But these guys do hit real hard in long events, and they do excel in Infinite History if you run them as a floater or in the Legendary Goku event. The problem is, in the Legendary Goku event, they will have that type disadvantage against UI Goku, right? So they will have to get some crits to do massive damage, but in Infinite History, they're very good if you run them as a floater, and that's what I would say this unit is for. It's for Infinite History as a floater. But remember, guys, if you like the video, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.